What's going on, NASCAR Nation? Welcome back to the channel. If you thought Sunday's Advent Health 400 at Kansas was just another win for Tyler Reddick, think again. Because what Reddick accomplished when he crossed that finish line at Kansas Speedway didn't just give him his 5th victory of the season. He just put his name on a list that has not been touched in 39 years. A list that contains only 3 other names, and every single one of them is a NASCAR Hall of Famer. A list that includes the King, Richard Petty, Cale Yarborough, and Dale Earnhardt himself. And now, Tyler Reddick. That's it. 4 names in the entire history of NASCAR's top series. So, stick around, because today we are breaking down exactly what this record is, who held it before him, why it's been frozen in time for nearly 4 decades, and what it means for the 2026 championship. All right, so let's get right into what this record actually is. According to Jayski, which is the definitive NASCAR record-keeping source with his win at Kansas Speedway on April 19, 2026, Tyler Reddick became the 4th driver in NASCAR Cup Series history to win 5 of the first 9 races in any season. Not just the modern era, not just the next-gen era, the entire history of NASCAR's top series, going back decades. Let me tell you who the other 3 are, because this is where it gets wild. Richard Petty in 1975, Cale Yarborough in 1977, and Dale Earnhardt in 1987. That's it. Those are the only 3 drivers who had ever done it before Sunday. And according to reports from ABC News, NBC Sports, and Yahoo Sports, it had now been 39 years since anybody last pulled it off. And here's the part that should make every NASCAR fan stop and really think about this. All 3 of those drivers are in the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Richard Petty, 7-time Cup Series champion, 200 career wins. Cale Yarborough, 3-time Cup Series champion, and the only driver ever to win 3 championships in a row. Dale Earnhardt, 7-time Cup Series champion, tied with Petty and Jimmy Johnson for the most titles ever. And now Tyler Reddick, who at the time of this record had 0 Cup Series championships, is on that list. Reddick himself acknowledged the weight of it in his post-race press conference. Speaking to reporters via Oval Insider, Reddick said, "I heard that earlier. Yeah, I mean, that's a guy on the Mount Rushmore of NASCAR drivers. To be able to accomplish things that someone like him did is truly incredible. But none of it's possible without the good men and women at 23XI. The ones that travel, the one back at airspeed. Mount Rushmore. That's the word Reddick used. And he's right. Now here's the thing you might be thinking. Okay, it's 5 wins. How is that such a big deal? Let me put it in context for you. According to motorsport.com's detailed breakdown, Tyler Reddick is winning 56% of all Cup Series races through 9 starts. 56%. In the next-gen era, a spec car era, specifically designed by NASCAR to level the playing field and create more parity, nobody was supposed to be able to run a pace like this again. The next-gen car was built to make it nearly impossible for one driver to reach 10 wins in a single season. Motorsport.com's own reporting describes that pace as unheard of in the spec car era. Now, let's zoom out even more. According to Dale Earnhardt's own NASCAR.com career retrospective, in that legendary 1987 season, Earnhardt won 2 of the first 3 races and 6 of the first 8. He went on a 4-race win streak. He finished the year with 11 wins, led 3,357 laps, and posted a 5.9 average finish. Tyler Reddick, through 9 races, has finished in the top 15 inches every single start. Let that sink in. 9 races, 0 finishes outside the top 15. He was 4th just 2 weeks ago at Bristol. He had a top 1-0 run at Phoenix. He's won 5 races. According to NBC Sports, Earnhardt went on to win 6 more times after his 1987 start, en route to his third of 7 championships. And as NBC's write-up noted, quote, "There's little to make it seem that Reddick can't do the same thing." Let's quickly walk through how Tyler Reddick got on this list, because every one of these 5 wins tells its own story. Win number 1. The 2026 Daytona 500. According to Tyler Reddick's official NASCAR.com driver page, Reddick opened the 2026 season with a bang, breaking a 3-8 race winless drought to earn his first Daytona 500 and crown jewel victory. That's right, Reddick was shut out entirely in the 2025 season, didn't win a single race. And he came back with a Daytona 500 win to kick off 2026. Win number 2, Atlanta. Win number 3, Circuit of the Americas, where according to Toyota Racing's own release, Reddick took his first pole of the season. Win number 4, Darlington, where he grabbed another pole. And now, win number 5, Kansas Speedway, where he also started from the pole and became the first Toyota driver to do that since 2011. Reddick's crew chief, Billy Scott, summed up the mentality perfectly in his Motorsport.com interview about the Kansas finish. 4 of the best in the series up there battling. Any one of them could have come out on top. It worked out perfectly. He put himself in the exact right spot to make it happen. And 23XI Racing President Steve Lauletta told ESPN, "I just think the whole team all year has been really poised. It's not the first time we've had any kind of adversity come at us, and they've continued to stay calm, keep each other grounded, and know we have a fast car." Now here's why Tyler Reddick being on this list matters so much for the 2026 championship. And not just as a historical footnote. According to NBC Sports, the revamped postseason structure for 2026 means that whoever is leading the point standings before the chase begins gets a huge advantage. Reddick already has a 105-point lead over second-place Denny Hamlin after just 9 races. According to Motorsport.com, 69% of simulated championship runs over the winter were won from a top 4 starting position, and Reddick has placed himself in position to reach that precipice come November. And here's the kicker Reddick himself addressed. Speaking to reporters after Kansas, Reddick said, "We'll see when we get to the chase, right? It's going to get reset, and everyone's going to get the points that they've earned. We'll go from there. We'll just try and get as comfortable a lead as possible. If we can maintain a gap like this as we get further into the season, hopefully it puts us in position to try and steal some more wins if it's split strategy calls middle of the race or late in the race." Translation: Reddick wants a cushion so big that even if he has a bad race in the playoffs, he's still protected. And right now, he's building exactly that. Michael Jordan, the 23XI Racing co-owner, put it simply to ESPN, "This kid is on fire. I don't know what to say. I don't think I can cool him down. When you win, it's always fun. And right now it's fun for everybody at 23XI. Jordan, by the way, has been in person for all 5 of Reddick's wins this year. Here's the twist that makes this record even more remarkable. Just 1 year ago, Tyler Reddick was winless, completely shut out in the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series season. No wins. After winning 3 times in 2024, the No. 45 team struggled all year long. According to the NBC Sports feature on Reddick, 23XI President Steve Lauletta described what the offseason looked like. It wasn't just Reddick not winning, right? Just as an organization, we only won 1 race. It was the Brickyard, which was great. There was no heads being hung. It was just more the attitude of, we've got to get to work. And that was across the board. A lot of really good things are happening overall that started with the work that we needed to do in the off-season to kind of make sure we would be where we wanted to be as an organization this year. Lauletta also told ESPN, I think the missing part has been really executing across the board. Our pit crews have taken a big step forward. Everybody worked really hard in the off-season to refine our processes and our communication. We're only, 9 races into our 6th season? Still, a lot of work to be done. From 0 wins to the Dale Earnhardt record in a single off-season. That's the story. So, there you have it. Tyler Reddick has officially matched Richard Petty's 1,975, Cale Yarborough's 1,977, and Dale Earnhardt's 1,987, and he's done it in a spec car era that was specifically designed to make this kind of dominance impossible. 3 Hall of Famers. And Tyler Reddick. That's the list. The question now is, can Reddick actually do what Dale Earnhardt did in 1987 and turn this start into a championship? Reddick has 17 races left before the chase begins. If he keeps this pace up, we are looking at one of the greatest single seasons in modern NASCAR history. Next Sunday is Talladega for the Jack Links 500 on Fox at 3 p.m. Eastern. Reddick has won at Talladega before he took the spring race there in 2024. Another win, another piece of history. Drop a comment below. Do you think Reddick can actually match Earnhardt's 1-1, win 1,987 season? Is this the greatest start to a NASCAR season you've ever witnessed? Smash that like button if you loved this deep dive, hit subscribe for more NASCAR analysis, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.